Hello, Aries. This is Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for November 2022 as a general. Oh, I've already pre-shuffled already. What are you doing? Alright. This is a reminder not to be self-absorbed pieces of shit. No offense. I'm Brandy from Taurean.com. Please be kind to animals. Please, please. And kids. This is holiday season. Strength of vulnerability. That is true power lies at the root of a perceived weakness. And radical self-love. She is a crone. We can only receive love to the extent that we unconditionally love and live the truth of ourselves. Sorry, I do have laundry in the background. It's life, folks. It's life. Shit. Okay. Let's see. Strength, vulnerability, radical self-love. That's being vulnerable to love yourself instead of wearing armor all the time is how I would perceive that. Aries. My Venus is Aries, and I'm a cuspid Aries. But she is a warrior, and it's like in order for your true strength, you need to feel that vulnerability. You know, if you believe yourself to be incapable of adequately protecting or providing for yourself, it may be that you feel somewhat dependent or insecure in a relationship, intimate, social, family, profession, situation, whatever that pertains to for you. But the vulnerability is presenting you with the fear and the uncertainty that you need to confront and overcome in the personal development area. So what's frightening you can be used as the catalyst to discovering your inner resource and your capabilities of outgrowing that limitation. You know, like, I can't be vulnerable, that's my weakness type of crap. So if you're listening to and accepting those feelings of weakness and what seems to threaten you when your feelings come up, you're going to be able to identify those effective ways to prepare to support yourself to survive that, to thrive beyond that. And remember, that's a warrior mode. It's warrior. You understand your weakness, you understand your strength. So that's like on the threshold of realizing your strength, okay? And it's daring to experience the full spectrum of what you have to offer, to explore what you believe or what you don't believe, where you feel inadequate, stuff like that. It's where you recognize your power by being vulnerable, which leads us to radical self-love. You know, hey, it's very fitting here. She looks like she's just in a warm, cozy blanket, but the earth is in front of her. Yeah, the world and people around us mirror our relationships with the self. So, all the ways mistakenly relying on the love from other people is, it's like, that's why the unconditional love scares someone, right? And that's being absolutely transparent in any connection. That's how you have a real connection, by being completely transparent, not letting someone limit you. You know, you don't need to disconnect from who you are for someone else. That's not unconditional love at all. It's a giving, it's receiving, it's not suppressing energy. It's unhealthy when you do that. It hurts us. It leaves you starving for affection, starving for something else out into the world. Yeah. So it's like freely available if you allow it. Like, your loving self is just unnaturally buried in the darkness of not having attention. So it's like it's going to come out in physical aspects. It's just like you have to embody self-love in who you are to vibrationally match a person that's going to give right back to you. So people are like, oh, that's cliche, but you know, love is love, just as you breathe. So it's like illusions suffocating you from other people. Yeah, it's difficult to get your head around and accept, you know, especially as you grew up. It's contrary to what you were told. So there's a lot of self-judgment and shadow work here, and a lot of things that just aren't truthful for you to actually be yourself. Interesting. Interesting, my friend. Interesting. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Hey. Get out of bed. So someone is super depressed about a connection. Or just where they're at in life. Trying to figure out why it's like that. Someone's very addicted to the feelings of love. Like, in love with love, but don't really understand what that is. The truth is coming. Maybe painful, but it's coming. Be free. Pisces just got that too. Be free. Be free, my friend. One more, Spirit, for self-love. Don't compete. Empower. Exactly. To be yourself, to love yourself, to draw in that unconditional love, right? And you're not really making, I don't know, underneath the deck is a love not meant to tame. Yeah, because love is not meant to be tame. It's not supposed to be chaos either, right? Insanity. Insanity. Yeah, you don't need to compete with anyone. You don't need to be subdued by anyone. It's okay to be sad and be in bed, but not all the time. It's like you got to get up. You got to be free of that. Maybe you have forgotten what it means to love yourself because maybe you had met someone that you thought was the world on fire. And it's like now very jaded or something. Like there's a view that's jaded because you never want to be weak like that again. Whether that comes with being open with family or whatever. They weren't your person. Just showed you that and you move on. Okay, there is Aries popping out right on the warrior. Refusing to let someone in. It's like guarding our inner child because we never want that to happen again. Our naive, free self. Ooh, the Three of Swords almost came out there. Okay. That is what we thought was a family dynamic, and we're still stuck on how we got hurt, right? Of how we lost a job that we thought we would be there forever, or we actually physically lost someone that we thought we were going to spend the rest of our life with and were took too soon, too unfair, you know, and it's like, I don't want to open up to anyone else. Well, I mean, I get it. There's the Five of Pentacles that wanted to fall out with the Lovers and the Four of Cups. I don't think I'll ever meet someone the same again. That's what this feels like. But you will. You just won't get out. You won't be vulnerable. So you're completely bored and you're like faking everything and you're shoving people off and it's coming out in destructive, compulsive ways and very burdensome, right? Trying to control how your emotions come out. Or you're with a partner who wants you to not be vulnerable or not talk about your feelings. Well, I mean, there is an oversharing quality. I've seen people just way too much. Like, all they want to do is talk about the sadness. Like, there's a difference. Like, I'm a shadow worker, so I could sit inside here all day long, but I still piss people off I've never met. And they come for me. Like, that's legitimate. That's part of my life. But I don't look at it as like it's woe is me. I look at it as I handled this. Oh, that's way too many. That's half a deck. Half a deck. All right. Radical self-love. Peace. Radical self-love. Page of Wands. Right. The excitement, the fresh outlook, doing something new, getting your vitality back, like feeding the hunger, no longer lying to yourself or accepting lies. It's like your intuition knows. Yeah, here's the Empress. So we have Taurus and Libra, Aries showing up. And hints of water, but okay. You don't want to believe that someone could be honest. That's what I feel here. But you're really not supposed to let someone in until you do this radical self-love either, so you understand what it means. Okay? Maybe you're overly addicted to some unrealistic expectation of like money or how it's supposed to be done, so you're not allowing someone to get to know you. Yeah, I refuse to let them get to know me. I don't care if everything else matches up. I'm obsessive about material things or wealth or not the connection where I'd be happy, so I'm just shutting everyone out. I refuse. I'm going to stay in my own little world. Okay. The world. Everyone seems to be getting this. So it's like December. Sagittarius season. Like not taking half-ass shit. Getting the truth. Not throwing yourself to the wolves just out of loneliness. It's like you can feel intuitively the person is getting ready to come back and tell you a truth. But you're not willing to sacrifice yourself again for half-ass. Right? You would rather be alone. You don't want half-ass. It's not that... This is like two messages, to be fair. Someone refuses to open up, and the other person is like, I'm not taking your half-ass bullshit. Right? Like, I understand this is a lesson. What I said the other day on accident when I was in a Zoom meeting with a client, I called it a blessing. Like, blessing and lesson. Blessing. Because it's either a blessing or a lesson. Whoever you meet. No real coincidences. Oh my God. Chiron, the healer. Healing. Like forgetting about yourself being wounded, but trying to extend healing to other people or trying to get someone to realize their own potential. It's not putting that on you. That is, I call it the wounded warrior. That's what I call it. And there is a partner under here, the masculine, the feminine, whatever you want to call that. It's definitely abandonment issues that someone in this is facing. Like a mirrored aspect. That is mental illness as well from this. Yeah. This is dimming who you were out of all this. Like you haven't been showing yourself because again, the vulnerability, and if you showed yourself, well, miraculous things would happen. It'd be very empowering. Like other people would follow your lead. However you want to put that. Other people would follow your lead. Things are not supposed to be easy right now. There is going to be a loss, and it feels like in regards to a home and a job, to almost free you of that passive-aggressive, old, stifled energy where you've been stuck, clearing out some karmic debt, okay? There is a mirror aspect to a person here, which may live far away from you that you seem to be stuck on, like you had these dreams, these realities that, you know, you can't seem to get out of, and why you can't get out of bed, like I said earlier, they were your person. But you are your person. You are your person. Aries. You know, shit happens in life. Oh my God. What I say? Living the plan B. If you told me when I was younger that I would be using my gift and touching tarot along with my gift, I would have probably been so scared I had so many people come to me, like from churches and Haitians and stuff that had gifts that are like, you're supposed to stop running from your gift. You are a healer. I'm a lot of things, but okay, resentful. Think loving thoughts for the person or yourself that you resent. It's restricting your emotional happiness. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Envy. Remind yourself that no one has it all. It's okay to celebrate other successes and you truly are good enough, right? You can't choke that weakness. Prejudice. See, this is where I like, this isn't coming how I want it. My expectations are ridiculous. What if you were categorized into a group and given attributes that were false without truly knowing who you are? This can go either way. Like someone did that to you. But I felt that very heavy over here. And addictions. So there's relationship addictions, codependent addictions. That's like a split in the family. Like I said, mental illnesses. Think about the emotions you're trying to cover up to deal with those emotions and process, heal, and release them. Yes. Yes. Thinking that you are doing the best that you are by keeping to yourself and not opening up is some type of codependence addiction where you don't want to get hurt, right? Or covering those up with overeating, too much TV, staying inside the house, not, superficial. Superficial. Yep. You care too much about outward appearances. To start with your inner work, your value, your self-esteem, and your personality. Man, that was heavy here for someone too. Aries. Okay. What's our parting message for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, however this goes. There's you, the person. There's always a little bit of information for everyone, and that just depends if you're willing to step outside of the box that constricts you. Damn, Pisces got that too. Okay. 3 of Swords, Rose, and 3 of Forces. So this could be 3 weeks, 3 months. This could be March. I mean, there's so many timelines for someone here, but I'm going more with like end of March, probably. This is wanting to build a nest with someone. You will get there. Sorry, crazy neighbor ladies out there. Critter! Critter! She'll shoot her. Even though she has cats. She's really crazy. Anyways. Hold on. You guys won't even believe the story of what I've been through here. This evil ass town. Anyways. This is setting your sights, getting the home, getting the job, things settling out, the karmic debt being cleared as soon as you do this self-love that I don't think you've done for a while. Like you've let external circumstances and people suffocate it. And you think it has to be a certain way and it does not. Okay. Sagittarius is also here now. Heavily Sagittarius is here. Pisces and Virgo is here with Chiron. Aries, of course. Aries is here. And I mean, it's coming. The good is coming once you decide to open yourself. No matter if someone is accepting of that or not, you move from them. You don't be with someone who can't be transparent and doesn't want to hear because they don't want to feel, right? So if this resonates, make sure you hit like, share, subscribe, and comment. And I'll catch you later, and you can always go to TaureanI.com.